Hello everyone and welcome to Flower Friday.
Hey there.
I'm Amanda.
I'm Sherry.
And we are the mother-daughter designers at Grace Monroe Home, where we help you transform the ordinary home into an extraordinary home.
That's right. And today we've got a fun Christmas wreath we're going to be doing. So y'all come on in and get comfortable and let's make a Christmas wreath. This one's going to be fun.
That's right. Welcome, everyone.
Looking forward to this.
Thank you all so much for joining us today for Flower Friday. We are so happy that you guys are joining us and you're here. So let us know in the comments. Just say hi. Let us know where you're watching us from.
Yep.
We have a fun wreath for you today.
Yes, we do. And I am putting on the bows now, and we will tell you how we made those in just a minute.
Hey Sherry, welcome. Thank you all for joining us. We're so glad to have you here. So we're going to go ahead and get started.
Yeah.
Like we said, we are making a whimsical wreath today. This is going to be so fun. We're using black and white and lime green and
some
red and white and polka dots and stripes and all kinds of stuff today.
All kinds of stuff. That is right.
Hey Deb and Ginger. Hey Vicki. Welcome. Welcome.
Yes.
So y'all be sure to share this video with your friends. And we're going to go ahead and show you what we're working with today.
Yeah.
First, we are using a 24-inch pine wreath base. Whoops, I got caught there. Now this is an elevated pine wreath. Okay, so it has two wires here and it's kind of elevated. So you definitely want an elevated base when you purchase this. Now we already have our sign here attached, and this came from Hobby Lobby.
Hobby Lobby.
It's already attached. Now I'm going to tell you how we did attach it to our wreath base. We actually did drill a couple of holes in it. Okay, you don't necessarily have to do that. There are other ways that you can attach signs, but when they're
that works.
Yeah, it works for these. It's a little bit. It's not heavy, but it's a little bit on the thicker side. So,
and these actually were our ornaments that they made for like table decor. So they had a what do you call it? The little thing in the back that sits them up. Whatever you call that thing. They had that in the back that sits it up. And we just took those right off. So, took that off. It had two little screws in it, and you can just unscrew those very easy and just pop it right off. So that's what we did. And then just wired it right there. Yeah. So it is on, and so I just love this.
So we have this attached, and it's got all the colors we're going to be using today. Now, we got these, which I think are so cute. We did get them last year, but I love these. I haven't even fluffed mine out yet, but look at these poinsettias. Aren't they cute? They
are so cute.
They kind of remind me of Beetlejuice a little bit.
They really do. They really do. But they were so cute. I just love these. And I have just been waiting for just the right thing to use these with. And I'm excited about this.
Yeah. So where did we get these? Direct export.
No, these actually, you can get them from direct imports, but they actually came from Craft Outlet.
Okay. Well.
Yep, and I looked just a week or so ago, and they still had some. So, and I think they are great. They seem to be very well made too. And you know, a lot of times you get them and you just don't know. But I have never been disappointed with those. These actually seem very well made. So, I love these.
So we have those, and we have some picks. These are from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah.
So some just red and green. If you can find some at your Walmart, use those. Any kind of
anything like that would work.
Now these actually came from Walmart. These red picks that we've got here, these glitter picks. We've got some different balls, ornaments that we're going to be using.
Yeah.
Some red and white. These also came from Walmart. If you watched last week's, I think it was the week before.
May have been. I can't remember.
I don't know, last week or the week before, but we've used these, and these are really fun, and they're very, very inexpensive.
Yes.
And then we've just got some other glittered ornaments that we're going to be using.
Some black to tie in the black, and those are at Hobby Lobby too.
So I am going to go ahead and make our bow.
And you're going to be making the small bow, right?
I am, but before we started that, I did want to tell you guys, I almost forgot, that our Design with the Pros Club is open for new members.
Yes, it is. We are so excited. We just opened, what, yesterday. So if you are interested in learning more detailed how to make wreaths with wow factor, and if you're or want to learn how to sell those wreaths online like we have been doing since 2007, we can teach you how. And we take all of the hard work that we had to go through to learn how, because when we started there was nobody out there to teach us anything, and it was just trial and error. So we will teach you all the things so that you don't have to go through the things that we went through, because I'm telling you, we had some trial and error there, didn't we?
Well,
some good and some bad things, but all of them were learning experiences, and we are going to pass all of that learning that we had on to you.
Yeah, so if you're interested in learning about Design with the Pros Club, just go to our website at www.gracemonroehome.com, click the Join the Club button, and we've got all kinds of information there for you to look at.
Tons.
Videos, testimonials. And then if you still have questions, y'all feel free to message us, because we're happy to answer any of those questions for you.
That's right. And if you're in Design with the Pros Club and you're watching right now, put in the comments what you think so that others can get an idea of how it is.
Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and start making our bow. Now, we did already make our large bow. Actually, she's got both first already made. But
yeah,
this is a whimsical bow. I've already made my large one. And I'm going to attach that in just a minute. But I'm going to go ahead and make our smaller one. Now, I do have my tails already cut. And I'll show you the ribbons that we're using first. So I've got this polka dot that we use every single year from Hobby Lobby.
Yes, because we love it.
Because we love it. And we want whimsical.
It's just so much fun.
So yes, it's going to be fun. And then I've just got a black glittered. This is a 1.5 inch. Now, if you're new to wreath making, you always want to make sure that you're using wired ribbon.
Yes, definitely.
So all of the ribbons that I'm going to show you today are wired.
Yep, that's wired too.
It is. I was like, even the little one.
Yep, even the little one. The 5/8.
I didn't want to tell you wrong, so I had to go and make sure.
It is wired.
So I've got this. This is from Walmart. This is a 1.5 inch. Isn't that cute?
I love that.
I love that. I've got a snowflake. This is also from Walmart. I hope that your Walmart has some really cute things.
I do too, because ours has been amazing.
Yeah. And then we have this 1.5 inch stripe. And this actually came from Sam's.
Yeah.
So any kind of black and white stripe.
And then this cute little 5/8 of an inch.
Mm-hmm.
This is from Hobby Lobby.
And this is actually in the craft
section.
Yeah. To like
find the craft section. Yeah, find the craft section.
Yeah, find the craft section.
Yeah.
All right.
It is a little hard to keep it in your Bodabra when you're using your Bodabra, so that's why I've already made her 2 little loops so we can put them right in when she finishes making this bow.
So I am using a Bodabra bow maker for this. If you wanted to make these by hand, these small ones you could easily make by hands. The bigger whimsical, you probably want to use the bow maker. But
yes,
the small ones.
But yes, this one definitely you could.
Now I just put a 26 gauge floral wire into my Bodabra. I just cut a long piece and I just put it in half and
so that you've got the loop on one end and the 2 ends on the other.
Yeah, I got a loop in my 2 ends, and I just put it right down into the Bodabra just like that. Okay, and I'm going to start with my polka dot, and I used a solid green in the big one as well, but I don't want this one too big. I just want a little bit, so I wanted to use the best ribbons for this one. And this is just small. It's just going to be 1 loop of each ribbon. So I put my tail, and that's cut at 14 inches. Now, you want to make sure when you put your ribbon into the Bodabra, if you have a ribbon that has like a design or glitter on one side and is just flat and plain on the other side, you want to make sure you put your pretty side face down. Okay, and I'm just going to loop it over. This is a small loop. This is about a 5-inch loop. I don't want this very big. This is just a little accent bow. So I just made 1 loop. Okay, now I'm going to add in my snowflake. I cut that tail just a little bit too short, but that's okay. I'm not even going to fix it.
No, it's not any big deal.
And again, I'm putting my pretty side face down and making my loop on this side.
And since she's only doing one loop of the each ribbon. She's just alternating which side she puts the loop on.
So it kind of looks like it's one bow.
Yeah, exactly.
Back and forth, okay, but I'm just doing one, so I'm alternating sides. So now I'm going to start adding in my 1.5 inch. I always, with whimsical bows, I always start with the widest ribbon first. No matter what, I always start with the widest ribbon first. So I'm going to put in my black glitter, and this is what it looks like so far. Make my little loop. Now this one I'm going to make just a little bit shorter. This can be about a little 4-inch loop. It's not very long. Just a little bit shorter than the others. And now I am going to add in my tail for my polka dot. No, actually, I think I'm going to do...
I can't remember what I did.
Polka dot next, since I'm going to do the little polka dots. Okay, I'm going to make my loop on this one. Again, that's just going to be a little bit of a smaller loop. With these whimsical bows, you do not have to be perfect. You know, you don't have to measure them perfectly. You just kind of, you can eyeball it. Now I'm going to add in my stripe.
And y'all excuse the pounding. They're putting a new roof on the house, so that's what you're hearing.
And I'm going to make my next loop just a little bit shorter than the one in front of it. Just keep kind of stepping down just a little bit.
Yeah, and then this is the little, that's what's next. And I just literally made the 2 loops in my hand because they're hard to keep like you want them in the Bodabra. So I just made the 2 little loops, and now that's it.
This ribbon is actually 2-sided. You could use it either way. I want the polka dot part to show, so I've got it just like that. So the polka dot. 2
little polka dots.
And so that's what it looks like there in the Bodabra. Hey, Jackie, welcome.
Hey there, Jackie.
And now I am going to pull it out of my Bodabra. Now here's the trick with the Bodabra. You have to keep a finger there, or all your little ribbons will just come flying out.
Yes, they will, very quickly. And I can't tell you how many times I've worked hard on a bow and then pull it out and not keep my finger there. So don't do what I have done.
All right, so now I'm just going to open my 2 wires and come around the back. And I'm going to twist several times.
And then
yes, Terry, they are all wired ribbons. All of them.
Yes, always.
Okay, so now, even the little one is wired. So now I'm just going to pull one loop and tail one way and one another, and just going to fluff it out. And again, this is just a little accent bow, so it's not a big fluffy bow. It's just a little
just
accent.
Something right. Just something to kind of have it spread around a little bit.
Now I will tell you that on the big bow, I did 2 loops of each, except the little bitty one, the little 7/8 of an inch one. We did 6 of. Okay, so all of the other ones we did 2 loops of each ribbon.
Yeah, you just kind of want those. They're just so cute. So you just want more of those.
And if you don't have to use them.
That's right. That's right. You don't even have to use them at all. No. But I just think they're so cute.
So I'm going to get that flipped out here in a minute.
All right. Well, we've got our sign on, and like Amanda said earlier, all we did to attach our sign was we drilled a hole in the top and a hole in the bottom, and used our 26 gauge floral wire and just wired it right to the pine wreath. But before we did anything, we fluffed our pine wreath, because you want to make sure before you ever do anything that you fluff out all of your pine. Because if you don't and you start to put stuff on it, it's not going to look the way that you want it to. So you just make sure to fluff it all out and straighten all the pine pieces out, because they will, they've come boxed up, so they will be just a mess. So make sure to get that done. And then we've wired on our cute little Merry Christmas ornament.
Okay, and so I'm going to go ahead and tell you where I'm putting my bows. I'm going to put one at 11 o'clock and one at 5 o'clock on my wreath.
Yeah.
And I just wire it right to the metal ring.
Yep.
The outside one is the one I'm
yes, that's the one I did too.
Because it is elevated, so it's got two rings, and I do it to the outside. And I'll fluff that a little bit more.
Yeah. Now I'm going to go ahead and put in my poinsettias. And these are really large, so we didn't want to use but 2 of these because they are so big. So I'm just going to make sure that I put these opposite each other. So since I've got my bows where they are, I'm going to put these in the opposite sides. And I've just used my glue skillet to put my glue in. And then I take a piece of my pine and wrap it around my stem just like that. And I'm going to come around back just to make sure that I get a piece of pine wrapped really good around the back where that glue is, because that's going to be what holds it exactly where you want it to be. So I've got that there, and we will continue to fluff it out more when we finish. And then this one is going to go on this side. And I'm going to do the same thing. I take one piece of my pine and wrap it really good right there. And I'm just going to bring it around back. Make sure I wrap it there as well, just to make sure that it is very secure.
And the sign is from Hobby Lobby.
Yes, it is. But like I said, now it's not wherever the wall decor is. It is actually a table decor item. So we just took off the back piece. Okay, now what we want with this, we've got some glitter stems and stuff. We've got a lot of ornaments because we wanted, since it is an ornament in the center, we want to use a lot of ornaments. But we've also got these, I love these glitter stems that we're going to use.
Let's see, Elena said she would like to see the progress on your remodeling.
We will be showing that. Right now, I will tell you, it is down, we've got the house down to the studs, the whole house, except for, if you remember, we did it in 2 phases. So we made our garage, our existing garage that we had, into our master suite. So we've got our bedroom, our bathroom, and then our walk-in closet that has the washer and dryer in there, which I love. I knew I have wanted this for a long time, and I knew that was going to be the thing that was my most favorite thing, and so far it is. But then phase 2 was the rest of the house, and so right now the rest of the house is down to the studs on the inside. I mean, down to the studs. But they're telling me about 3 weeks it should be ready. So I'm just hoping that it's done in time for me to get to decorate for Christmas, because you know, if you've watched us any length of time, you know Christmas is our thing. My husband and I, we love it, so I want to decorate for it. So hopefully I'll get to, but if not, I will next year. So
yeah. And Kathy said, this is the best group. Sherry and Amanda are great leaders and super teachers. Oh,
thank you, Kathy. We are blessed by every member that we have, I'm telling you. Okay, I'm going to take one of my stems, and you can use any glittered leaves that you find. You know, you can find them at Hobby Lobby, Michael's, just about anywhere. And I'm just going to take the stem. This stem has 4 leaves on it, so I'm just going to take these apart, and I'm just going to start putting them all around the outside. And I do the exact same thing that I did with the poinsettia. I take a piece of my pine and just glue it or wrap it where the glue, you know, is, so that it's good and secure.
I love glitter stems.
I do too. I do too. And you could use red here. You could use the green. You could use the lime green if you would rather, you know, use that. Anything like that would work for this.
And we'll say though, the glitter, it does get everywhere.
It does now.
Last week, I don't know if y'all watched last week. We had some glitter last week, but I went home and my baby even had glitter all over his head.
Right on the top of his head.
So, you
bless
know,
his little heart.
Glitter.
But hey, he's cute with glitter.
This time of year, it's all about the glitter, huh?
Yeah.
Gia would like to know what kind of flowers besides poinsettias are good for Christmas.
Who was that?
Let's see. Gia,
you can use honestly just about anything. The only kind of, we use roses, we use peonies, hydrangeas, just about anything. And if you can't find some that, you know, are glittered up or have the look that you want, you can always, where's my can? Here it is.
There.
You can always spray them with glitter spray. We do that. We spray the whole wreath after we finish it with different glitters. It depends. This one, I probably will use gold on it. I think it'll be okay. But a lot of times we will use just an iridescent glitter or something like that. But you can do that with any flowers that you've got that you want to use. The only things that I wouldn't use necessarily in a Christmas wreath would be something that is obviously a summertime, you know, flower. I wouldn't use
like tulips. Or,
yeah, I wouldn't use anything like that. But certainly roses, I would use hydrangeas, peonies, dahlias, anything like that. I would use.
I actually love to use, especially roses and peonies and hydrangeas. I think that they look beautiful.
They really do.
And then, you know, you can always kind of transition those to winter wreaths too. So I think that's always good.
Yeah. Now, right now, I'm just still putting my greenery around. And just like I do with greening, I made my cross first, and now I'm just kind of filling in.
And you do always want to make sure that you go behind your bow.
Yep.
And that's going to help it just stay up the way you want it to. So we always tell you, go behind the bow and put some of your, you know, don't skip the bow.
Never skip the bow.
A lot of people won't put things behind the bow.
They don't. And they think that the bow itself is enough, you know, but it just will stand up. It'll look a lot more finished and everything if you make sure you've got things on either side, top, bottom, both sides of your bow. It'll make a huge difference.
And you can use as much of this as you want, really.
You really can, and I may even use some more. I'm just going around right now around the outside, but I may actually use some more in between. I want to put a lot of ornaments on this one since it is technically an ornament itself, the sign. So I want to put a lot of ornaments on it. So
let's see. Susan says, have you seen Michael's glittered gunmetal gray Christmas peonies? Gorgeous.
Oh, yes, ma'am. Oh, my goodness. They are gorgeous. They are gorgeous. I love them. But I tell you the truth, my closest, I did see them at Michael's that's a little further away. My closest Michael's, I went in the other day. They have nothing, and the poor girl said that that they're waiting. They're hoping to get stuff any day now. So, but she just said they have not been able to get any of their Christmas stuff. So hopefully they've got it by now. That was when was it? Last week.
Yeah.
So I think I'm gonna wait on these. I want to go ahead and put some of my ornaments. I think I'm going to use these too, because I like these too.
And these actually they're from Walmart also.
They are.
They were $6.98 for the pack, so I thought that was pretty
Yeah,
good.
that's a great price.
They're big ones.
And you know, to put on a wreath, these are fine. And I know I'm making a lot of noise. I'm sorry. And they're just these are just a hard plastic. I'm not going to use the hanger, so I'm just going to cut those off. I don't think the hanger will come. No, that's made into this one. But I'm just cutting that off. And so I'm going to put, whoops, my glue. I got to turn up my glue just a little bit.
Yeah, it was a little tacky.
Yeah.
I mean, we like it kind of tacky.
I like it a little, but that's a tad much.
Too much.
But I'm literally dipping my ball right in it. Just making sure that I've got it good. I don't know if you can see, but it's just all over the bottom part.
Okay, to move that ribbon.
And I'm just going to put this one right here in the top. Just like that.
And now we use a good bit of glue. And,
Yes.
And if you are new to us, we use a glue skillet, because I don't think we mentioned that earlier.
No, I don't think we did. And
So,
we do use the glue skillet.
If you don't have one and you just have a glue gun, that is perfectly fine. But
Just
we love
gonna
our glue
stir it
skillet.
around just a second to see if it will melt a little bit. I had it cut down because it had started smoking a little, so I had cut it down. There we go.
Because we do use a good bit of glue.
Yes, we do. So once we get these on there, they're not going anywhere. And then I'm going to put this one down here in the bottom.
Oh goodness, they have music. I don't know if y'all can hear it.
Yes.
They're going to be jamming out.
They are, I'm
Just a
telling
minute.
you.
The workers. So if you're just hopping on, we got
Sorry about that.
some demo and some...
We got all kinds of
all
things
kinds of
going
stuff
on. It's funny because I don't hardly hear it really anymore, because at first it was, you know, every time somebody would hammer, it kind of be all over me. But now I've gotten so used to it, I don't hear it. Okay, now I think I'm going to start putting my black ornaments in. I love these black glitter ornaments, and people say using black ornaments, but they are perfect for this wreath.
And those of you who have shared this video, thank y'all so much. That's very, very helpful for us.
It is. We appreciate that so much. And you see that I did take the hanger off of there because we don't want anything that could possibly, you know, come loose. So we go ahead and take those off. And I'm just going to dip this straight in here. And I'm going to come over here to the side and add that. Just like that.
Where'd you put it?
I just put it on the side of that one, and I'm going to put this one on the other side of this one. I'm kind of doing the opposite. So this one is going to go on this side. So right in there behind my bow. But make sure when you put your ornaments, by gluing them like this, you have to make sure to go ahead and arrange any of the greenery around it, the pine around it, just like you want it, because once it dries, you can't, you know, you can't move it. So you want to make sure to go ahead and get that done right away. Okay, so I'm going to add this one just right over in here, I think. Right in there. Just like that. Okay. So now I've also got these cute little poinsettias, the little glitter, and I'm going to sprinkle those around.
And these are from Hobby Lobby.
Yeah, these are from Hobby Lobby. So I am going to bring that just right up here at the top. so that it's just right there at the top of that ornament. Just like that.
And if you guys have questions about making wreaths or selling wreaths or our design with the Pros Club, let us know in the comments because we're happy to answer those here live with you today.
Yes, we are. And this one is going to come right over here on this one, just like this. And anytime, if you do not feel like it's secure enough, just come to the back and make sure to add a piece of pine around the back of it. And you still will have plenty to cut off of the back. And that is what I'm doing right now.
Yeah, and I know we had somebody today, actually it was in our Design with the Pros Club, kind of mentioned that they were afraid to do Christmas wreaths and because they're afraid everything's going to fall off.
Right.
But trust me.
Yes.
You know, when you glue these on here, they are on.
They're not. Once they go,
they're not going anywhere.
Yeah, you may need to hold. You know, you'll see me hold it there for just a minute, just so that it can get strong there for just a second, and then they're not going anywhere.
No.
But that is something that people tend to worry about, so I understand that, and you just don't have to worry about that.
Actually, I worried about that to begin with.
Yes, she did.
Because I'm one that I don't want to think about stuff falling off.
No.
I don't want customers to receive things and then, you know, things fall off. So I was concerned about that too.
And trust me, anything that she puts on there is never
it's
going to fall off. Never, ever.
Yeah, I like my hot glue.
Yeah.
Say that.
Now, I learned last time these from Walmart. I just dumped it out to make sure they had glitter on the inside, and I went to put them in the glue, if you saw that, and dumped all the glitter into the glue. So just make sure that one doesn't
still have
seem
that glitter in the glue.
Yeah, I got some of it out, but there's still some there. But that's okay, because we continue to use this until it's just keep adding more to it. I'm going to put this one right up here in the top, just like that. I think these are all so cute.
Yeah, and don't be afraid to use the different stripes together because that's what makes it whimsical.
It is.
And so we're going to be doing a lot of that today, just adding the different polka dots and the stripes and just making it real fun and
look
whimsical.
at that one. It was full of it.
You always get the ones full.
I do. I don't know why, but yeah, that one was full of it.
Mine, I hadn't had one yet.
That's okay. That just makes them more glittery.
Yeah.
So that is all right. And I am just coming up under here to put that one. These are just so cute to me. I love those. I'll add one more.
Lydia said, I have trouble making bows with ribbon that have words. I always get one upside down. What's the trick?
What you can do is, let me see, I think I've got let me just open this one and we'll see. Now with the tails, it is very simple. You just are going to, instead of you're going to use two tails instead of one long one. If I can get this open, I'll show you what I mean. I had not opened this one yet, but this one's a pretty one that says Merry Christmas. Now, hand me the Bodabra, Amanda, and let me show her what I would do. Okay, so once you put your wire in there, And if you're doing your tails, I always will make sure to cut it so that I can still dovetail it at the end, but not cut into the word. So I've cut that, and I will dovetail this in. And then, whoops, threw my scissors in there. Then I'm going to put it in my Bodabra so that it's facing the way that I want it to, just like that. And then I make sure I've got the whole word, or even if I wanted it to say it, you know, if it was longer, it doesn't matter as long as I've got the whole thing. And then I just go ahead and cut it about 1 inch on this side. And then I do the same thing. Now you are going to waste a little bit of your ribbon. That, I mean, there's nothing really that you can do about that, so that's okay. But you just come in here, find where your word is. So that's going to be about right there. So I'm just going to cut this off about 1 inch on this side. And then make sure that I've got my words right. Come in here just like this, and then I'm just going to dovetail. Just like that. Now you can see, I'll try to get it up here where you can see that both of those are going the right way. Now you're going to have to do the same thing when you make your loops on your bow. You will have to cut it. Let's see. Let me make sure that this is the right way. Okay, that's going to be upside down. So you're going to have to cut it so that you've got your words facing the right way, and each loop you're probably going to have to cut. But a lot of times, if I'm making a big bow, as long as the tails are right, I don't really worry about the bow itself, because you're going to have enough of that around the right way. So I don't worry about that. But the tails is what really matters. You want to make sure that the words on the tails are exactly right.
I was actually going to say that. I make sure the tails are right, and it doesn't bother me if one of the words is upside down.
No, not as long as
if I have more ribbon.
Yeah.
Now it may bother you,
and if it does, yes,
then by all means, it's just an extra step that you're taking.
Right.
But as long as the tails are right for me, I don't even bother.
Exactly.
Worrying about
I don't either, because you're going to have so much in there that some of them are going to be right and some of them aren't. And that's, you know, once you get your full bow, that's going to be fine.
Yeah.
But the tails are what really matter.
Yeah, I agree.
So that's how we do it.
Now, like I said, if it's just something that bugs you and it's just going to drive you crazy,
then you can do each individual loop. Even with your Bodabra, you can still do each individual loop. You'll just have to cut and make sure that you get it. And you will waste a lot of ribbon, but that's okay if you're trying to get it just like that. Then you're going to make sure that when you cut your loop, that your words are going exactly like you want them to. Cut it off there, put that loop in, make your next one, cut it off, put it in, and you're just going to do opposite one or the other.
Yes.
So that is how we do it.
Right. So that was
So
a
that
very,
was a
very,
very good question. Yes. And I know that is something that bugs people, because it is something that will irritate you if you want it just right.
And Barbara said, but you can twist your loop to make your words right side
Yes,
up.
you actually can. And so I just really, as long as you've got the, I just put a green one right here. As long as you've got your tails right, that's the big deal, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
Where'd you put that one?
I just put it over to the side. I'm just kind of sprinkling these around.
And I've added a few more green leaves in
Yeah,
mine.
I'm going to add some more green too.
I really like those.
Did I? Oh, you know what? I started putting this one in, and then I started showing her and forgot to put it in. I'm going to put this one. Whoops.
Wrong one.
I'll put this one right over in here.
And really, you can just kind of sprinkle these.
Just sprinkle them around.
Wherever.
Just make sure that you've got them kind of. Oops, I better dump that.
I like using a lot of ornaments, but
Yeah.
if you don't want to use this many, you don't have to.
You don't have to. That's exactly right. I'm gonna put one of these right up in here.
I think we may need some more glue.
Yeah.
Getting kind of low.
Yeah, we are. I'll put some more. I hate to add it because I don't want to. Oh, look at that. It just keeps coming out. Okay.
So you want to tell them what happened when I was on the phone with you today, or is that too embarrassing?
Oh, me falling down? Yes, I fell down. Scared her to death.
Yes, you did.
But you have to understand that right now, because of the remodel, we're having to use the shop to store, a lot of our things. We've got 2 other buildings full, and so we're having to use the shop. So I'm walking around trying to find something. One of the cats that is my cat that's in here decides to run right under my feet at that time, and I was on the phone to her and just hit the floor, which was not fun.
And luckily, my husband was here helping work on something. So I called him really quick. I said, "Go check on Mom. She's falling down."
Yeah.
I asked her if she was okay. She said, "I don't know."
At first, I really didn't.
I don't know if I'm okay.
I didn't know if I was okay or not, but I was. So that was all right. But yes, that was a. Whew.
So that was our.
It was a very ungraceful thing. I'm telling you.
But we're thankful you didn't break any bones.
I didn't break anything.
Okay.
I was a little shook up, but that's okay. That is all right.
And the green stems.
And I didn't kill the cat. Huh? These are from Pioneer.
These are
Pioneer Wholesale.
Michael's does have some similar.
They do.
Or they did.
Mm-hmm. Yep, they do. Or you could get some on Etsy. I've seen them on Etsy, and I'm just kind of sprinkling them around. But I've got another ornament I'm going to add.
Yeah, I like these coconut
And I guess I'm going to have to, I didn't want to have to add any more glue.
Barbara said, "I bet you'll be sore tomorrow."
Yes, that's what I'm a little afraid of. And this is how we buy glue, like this, in the big container full, because we go through it so much. There we go. All right. And let's see.
And these are glue pellets. I know a lot of y'all have asked. These
They
are
are
glue pellets, and they do take a minute to melt. So
they do. So
we might have needed 2 glue skillets.
yeah,
today.
we may have. I should have gotten the other one out, but I didn't. But I am going to add some of my little stems while I'm waiting on the glue, because I can get these stems down in here, even though those aren't melted yet. So I am going to put some right in there. And like we said, you can use as many, you can stop at any. I just put it right here on the front.
Facing
You
down?
can,
Facing
yeah,
down?
just kind of have it facing down, because I like these little stems, because you can, the little leaf moves, and you could even take it apart, and I just think those are cute. So I'm going to put another one right in here. The main thing, you don't want to cover up your sign, so you can put as much or as little as you want, just don't cover up your sign.
we're just gonna
here behind my
so I was gonna say kind of sprinkle these around.
Yep.
I had another one of those.
Which kind?
The red ones. I thought I had, maybe I just had 4. I don't know.
Let's see. How many of that?
I can't remember how many I got out, but that's okay.
Yeah. I don't know either.
What's back here?
I put one on that side, so I'm going to put this one on this side.
This is where we're at so far.
Yeah, just kind of sprinkling things around.
Shannon asked, when you get ready to start a wreath, do you assemble all that you're planning to use on it before you start? And if so, how do you decide what to use and how much you'll need? I never seem to know what my design may be, as I'm always changing my plan.
Well, and that's, you're going to do that. You're a designer, so that's you definitely are going to do that. What I try to do is to have the majority of what I'm going to use. I may stop middle way and decide of something that, oh, that would be good right here, and go find whatever that is. But I try to have, you know, the majority of what I'm going to use. And personally, now I know sometimes this is hard to do if you know, are on a budget and all, but I try to buy a little more. Like if I'm designing, one of the ways that I design things is I will go and look at the materials, and I will find one thing that really stands out to me, and I will design something around it. And I'll look at the materials and decide, well, this will go with it, this, you know, and I'll buy just a little extra because, you know, you never know exactly how much you're going to need. So I try to buy just a little extra of certain things just to make sure that I have enough. But most of the time I end up with more than I really needed. But, you know, I think that I think we all have to, you know, we'll think we have enough, and then we have to go find more because, you know, we didn't. That's normal, especially if you're newer at designing. So all of that, figuring out how much you're going to need. Some things are basic, you know, if you're doing something and you know that you're going to use some big main flowers like poinsettias or something. You know, if you know you're going to use only 2, you probably only need 2 of those if they're big. Now, if you wanted to use 3, of course you can. But, so those kind of things, the basic things, you will learn that that's how many of this you'll need. So those usually I don't buy extra of. If it's the greenery, that kind of thing, I will buy an extra bush or an extra, you know, stem, things like that.
Yeah, and like if we're in our studio and we're getting ready to make a design, we'll kind of go around, and I take one of these buckets like this, and
yes.
and like you'll see before, like I had all my balls and everything here in my bucket, and I get the colors that kind of match, and we'll just get a bunch of things and put them in a bucket, and then kind of put them all together.
Yes.
Everything I'm planning, put the different stems together and see what goes and what doesn't. Then I'll take out what doesn't go, and I may change it up a little bit, but that kind of helps me see everything I've got, just to have it all together, all the colors, patterns, and everything right there together.
Yeah, and I mean, even a lot of times it'll be ribbon that I'll start with. If I see certain ribbons that I just love the way that they look together, then I will start with those and kind of work around it. But I usually have one focus thing that, whether that be the ribbons or the sign or something like that, or a particular flower that, you know, I can't wait to use because it's extra pretty or something. So, I hope that helps a little bit.
But yeah, and a lot of it is just, I mean, you know, you're going to change your mind.
Yes.
or we do. If you're anything
All
like
the
us,
time.
you're going to change
Yep.
your mind.
Yep, all the time.
So it's just a process, I guess. And you learn as you go a little bit more.
You do. Yep, and
Because
after...
we'll start out like thinking we're making like a pink and blue wreath, and then
yeah,
when
and then it'll come
even
out,
for Flower
yeah.
Friday, we'll be like, okay, we're gonna make a whatever champagne and rose wreath today,
and it'll be,
and then we'll end up with black and red and white
yeah,
before
so,
we start.
Yep.
Because we change our minds.
We change our minds. I think everybody does that, but now some of the designs that, especially the ones that we teach, they have kind of a recipe to them. You know, we tell you that, you know, there's certain things, like for our crescent wreath, for instance. We know certain things that you have to have: 3 main flowers, and then your greeneries, and then your fill-in greenery. So that kind of has a recipe, and once you kind of figure that out, you can change it to suit, you know, whatever greenery or whatever flowers or anything like that, which is really helpful, I think. You can change it up and still have basically the same type of design. I'm just adding some more of my...
Shannon said, y'all seem so organized and make it look easy. I have those poinsettias too. I love them. Oh, well.
Oh, good. I love them too.
Well, I love the poinsettias too. As far as the organized, I will say, that's actually not our strong suit.
No, that's not our strong suit.
Not mine, anyway.
No, but
I'm glad it seems that way.
Yes. That's not, I mean, we do struggle. I think a lot of creative people struggle with organization. I think that's just part of being a creative person. So, yes, we do struggle with that sometimes, for sure.
Or I do.
Yes, I think, and honestly, I am more organized, but only because I got more organized with age. Because when I was her age, I was not organized. So I think that kind of comes with age too.
But I'm so glad that it seems like we're organized.
Yes, I am very happy about that.
But we do try to make it look easy, because it can be.
It can
really
be. It can be. If you know, once you learn the different techniques, it really can be. Anybody can do this.
Yeah.
And I believe that. And I also believe that anybody can make a business from it if they choose to. Now, we have a lot of members of our group that don't even have any desire to make a business from it. They just want to learn for themselves, which is great. But this is one thing that, you know, I definitely think that it's a skill that anybody can learn.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I can't get this poinsettia to sit right.
And I'm still just adding.
Yes, I've just added more green,
and ornaments, and that's really what you're going to do with this one.
Just fill it up with ornaments and anything glittery. Yep.
I thought I had gotten some solid red ornaments, but I guess I didn't.
I guess you didn't, and
I did with them.
I need some, so I don't know. But right now, I'm just still putting...
See, talking about organization, I thought I had gotten all those.
Yeah.
But apparently I forgot the red ones. But that just shows you.
Yep. But
Anybody
fortunately, I've got some right down here that I can get to. Where did I... Well, I said that. There's some of them, but I've got some more somewhere right in my bucket here.
And I don't know about y'all, but I love red, green, and black and white together for Christmas. I just think that's what I did the last 2 years. I've done my tree and my decor that color. But I'm thinking about changing it this year, actually.
Are you really?
I think so.
What are you changing it to? I said that with like concern because I liked her decor. So
yeah, it should concern you because I think I might do leopard.
Are you gonna do leopard?
Now
I love leopard, y'all. Love it, love it. Here's some red over here, babe, if you need it.
I could use a few.
Here's a couple of glitter ones. That one.
Yeah, I think I might do leopard. So I was looking today.
The girls will love that.
They won't. They wouldn't love that.
You don't think they would love the leopard?
No, they want
they want the candy ones.
Well, I still do my candy. I'll still do my candy. I do a candy tree, so I'll still do that. But they like just all kinds of colors and.
Oh, that's true.
They don't really like a theme. So
yeah, they like everything mixed together.
Yeah. So I don't know if they'll like leopard or not. But I guess we'll see.
That's gonna be pretty. I just hope I get to decorate this year.
Maybe I think they'll be done by then. But you might be cutting it close.
Yep.
But as long as you can get it up before December 25th.
Yeah, but I know. But you know how we are now. That's one thing. My husband, he loves Christmas. But when it's over, it is over, and you're taking it down. So we usually, literally the week after Christmas, everything's back down.
Yeah, like the day after Christmas.
The day after Christmas, we're taking it down. So, but we usually put it up Thanksgiving night. So
yeah, but now,
or part of it.
Now everybody's starting so early.
They are. It's just so strange to me that people are starting so early, but to each its own.
Oh, I'm gonna start early.
Are you?
Yeah, I think so.
Well, I would if I could, but I can't yet. But that's okay. It will
another
happen.
red one.
Does it matter if it's a glitter or?
Mm-mm.
Okay, well here's this one. You can have that one. I will give you my red ball. Look at there. And you could even, if you wanted to, and I just thought about this, I might see what this would look like. You could add some little loops and tails of your one of your ribbons. Let's just see how this looks.
What got going on here? Okay. Hard for me to see when I've got it laying down.
Oh, I don't know how you. That's why I make a wreath on the stand, and she always does it on the table because I cannot. I have to be able to see it.
Well, I used to always do a stand, but now I kind of got this system.
Yeah, now you like it. You do. But this is one thing we tell our members, that we every month we do wreath critiques for them. They post in a post any wreath that they want us to critique. That's a hard word for me to say for some reason. And we critique it for them in a video that we do where we critique all of the different wreaths, because that's what we do for each other. Like, she will say, oh, you need this here, or you've got a hole up there. A lot of times when you're working on a design for so long, you need somebody to take a look at it because everything starts to blur together, and it helps to have somebody come in and say, that's beautiful, but you need something up there, or, that kind of thing. So that's what are you looking for?
Scissors.
Oh, she was pointing, but I didn't know what for. So I think I'm just going to put some little pops of these.
I like
here
it.
and
I
there.
think that'll look good.
Yep. To kind of go with our poinsettias. So I've just used my my wire, and then I'm just wiring it to one of my pine pieces. You could wire it directly to the frame if you wanted to. Either way would be fine. stepping on this little one.
Those little pieces are cute in there.
Mm-hmm, they are. I'll add a couple more. And to make, if you don't want to, if you want to do it by hand, let me just cut this off even. If you want to do it by hand, what I do is I just come down about, I'd say 5 inches or so. I don't want a real big tail or anything, so I come down about 5 inches and I just pinch it with my finger and my thumb, and then just make a little loop. And you don't want big loops for something like this, so I just make it's a little, about that big, just a little loop, and then I just cut it off, just because I just want one little tail. And then I just take a piece of my wire and just kind of get it up under my thumb so I don't lose my my little bow, and then just twist just like that. And then I've got to dovetail this, so I just fold them over and I go to the corner and just cut upward. Just, whoops, that one landed in the glue. You got a stick. No, there's one.
And you know, you can sometimes, if I'm just in a hurry, I'll just attach it with the wire from the
pine.
Especially if I'm doing a Christmas tree or a garland, I'll just use the pine.
Yeah, you can just use the pine. There's nothing in the world wrong with that. That's true, because each of these little pine pieces is a piece of wire. So if you end up using that, that is fine. Just kind of wrap it around it, and then it will hold for you. I want 1 or 2 more. So that, but these little loops, we call, what do you call them, Amanda? She's got a name for them.
Tucks.
Tucks, little tucks, and we just we'll sprinkle them around.
They're the same scissors, I guess.
Well, I had mine over here, but I used yours instead. I don't really know why.
That's okay. I don't mind.
Yep, I just grabbed hold of them. I still got that a little longer than I want it. There we go. But you can put as many or as few of these as you want to. That is all whatever you decide.
Yeah, and it's really just personal preference.
It is, but this is a good way to just kind of fill up some space if you need to, and I think it just adds to it. I need just a couple more. I'm still in it. I'll use my scissors.
But this one is fun. It's
this
just
one
fun
is
and whimsical.
fun. It is, and anything goes with something like this. So if you see some ornaments that you want to use that are different from these, that's fine. As long as they match, that's all right. Even if you saw some, like I have on my tree, or last year I did, some of the houndstooth white and black ornaments. And those would be cute in here. Yes, it's a different pattern than your stripes, but it would be fine. And I think would look cute.
And I even think maybe you could add some of these little
Yeah, the little candies.
Little candies, that'd be cute. I mean, anything goes, really.
Yep, you could do all kinds of things.
Just want it to be fun.
Yep. Or you could, if you did not want to do any of that, you could just add a lot more of the ornaments and just have more of the ball ornaments all around, which would be fine too. Because that's what makes people a designer. You make it your own. And that's what we encourage in the group is, you know, you're welcome to do the designs that we show you because, you know, that's what they're there for. But also, we encourage you to find ways, you know, to make it your own.
Yeah.
And it's always exciting to see how people do that. And we may not have said, but we have all kinds. We have people who are brand new to wreath making and have never made a wreath yet. And then we've got people who have been making wreaths for years and years and years. So we try to explain it so that everybody can understand it.
Yeah. So, and if you have any of these little green green stems that you don't really want sticking out, we just cut them off.
We just cut them off.
If they seem like it's too much or they're kind
of
a
because a lot of times I don't like to see a lot of the pine, so I will just cut it off.
Well, that's our little trick that we do. Just so like you can see more of the ornament and
less of the whatever there is. Yeah, the pine and the and we do that around flowers or anything.
Especially if there's a sign and you don't want to cover up the sign.
Yeah.
You can just do that right around.
But there we go.
These are fun.
These are. And you could use all, you know, different, instead of the green, you could go with the red all around, but just, you know, whatever you wanted to do.
Or, yeah, you could just, you could use just black and white or just, you know, whatever.
Yep. But then, of course, you have to come around the back and you'll see that we've got stems in the back, and we go through and cut all of those off. Because there's a reason we leave the stems the length that we do. So there you go. Fun, fun, fun.
Yeah.
And I may even add a few more ornaments. I think I need one more. I just keep seeing places I want to put in more of this. So I saw one more little place.
Hey, Allison.
Hey,
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Yes.
We're so glad to have you on with us today.
Yes, we are.
Hey, all right. Well, this has been fun. And like I
This
said, these are
has
just
been.
whimsical and fun. You can put as much or as little as you want.
That's right.
But I love this sign.
I do too. This sign is so much fun.
Yeah.
And I love the pops of black mixed in with these colors. I think it just adds so much to it.
Yeah. All right. Well, and if you are interested in joining us in Design with the Pros Club, we are open now through Monday.
Yes.
We only open about 3 times a year. I think it's this year. Maybe it was only 2 this year.
It was only 2 this year because I
had a baby. But
baby.
We, you know, we don't keep it open all year long because we really just want to dive into and focus on our members, the people there in our group, and it really does become a family. So we've got we've got members of all levels.
Yes, we've got
new to wreath
over
making.
600 members of people, every kind of level. We have some that have never even made a wreath before. They just love watching and learning. and they plan to make one day. And then we've got people, like I said, that are seasoned wreath makers. So wherever you fall in there, we can help you.
That's right. But if you are interested in learning how to make designer door wreaths, if you're interested in learning how to sell your wreaths, or if you're just interested in having a group of friends and a community of like-minded people, then we do invite you to become a member of Design with the Pros Club. We can't wait to get to know you a little bit better. We try to get to know our members, and we just have a great time. And I will put the link in the comment section, and y'all just be sure to go and check that out.
That's right. We love our members, and I know that, you know, there's all kinds of groups and all kinds of memberships, but I tell you, our members are the best. We love our people, and we'd love for you to join us.
That is right. And now, if you are a first-time viewer, welcome. We're so glad to have you here.
We are so happy that
we
you're
are
here.
Live every Friday at 4:00 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That's right.
For Flower Friday Live.
Every single Friday.
So y'all be sure to join us next week.
That's right. And if you're watching on YouTube, make sure to subscribe and hit the little bell so you get notified when we release something. On Facebook, make sure you follow our page, Grace Monroe Home. And like she said, we are, trying to get you out of the glue. Like she said, we are live every Friday. And we also, you can find all kinds of tutorials and just a little of everything on our website, blog at gracemonroehome.com. So make sure to check all that out.
Yeah, and let's see. One of our members, Lisa, said, love our family group.
Oh, we love you,
Brandy
Lisa.
said, y'all come join our family. You will love it.
Aw.
Well,
we love you,
and
Brandy.
we're thankful for every single
one
of our members.
We love our members.
And we're thankful for all of you who watch us every single week.
Yes, we are.
We appreciate you so much, and we're just so grateful for each and every one of you.
That's right. We know that this is taking time away from something else you could be doing, and so it means a lot to us that you come here every Friday to watch us. That is very special to us.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, we thank you so much for joining us today. Y'all be sure to go check out our blog at gracemonroehome.com. Click the Join the Club button and get signed up today.
Yep, we'd love to have you.
We'll see you in the club.
Bye, y'all.
Bye, guys.